Good morning and welcome to Treetops Raceway Park, home of the crossover. Treetops Raceway Park, along with their friends Bay City Diecast Racing, Tiny Track Cars, and Funkhouser Diecast Racing League are proud to present the National Super Truck Series Non-Qualifier Tournament. This tournament consists of those trucks that did not qualify in the top 16 for the traveling version of the series and are here at Treetops to see who is the fastest left. Cousin Ricky's still here on site in the moonshine. I don't even think he's moved from last week. This group is the second semi-group. And remember, only 2 trucks from these 6 will be moving on. As always, Treetops Raceway Park has their first responders. These are the trucks right here for our next week's group. Here is our top 10 track times, a 9.356 or better to get on the board. And now for driver introductions. In truck number 26, we have Disaster Jack from Disaster DC in a Hot Wheels 63 Studebaker at 59.4 grams. In truck number 36, it's Bolo Brown from Miniature Car Racing in a Hot Wheels Draftinator at 45.5 grams. Truck number 84, this is Ra Sun God from Ra Sun God Racing in a Hot Wheels Draftinator at 49.5 grams. And then truck 00 is James Ironbeard from Ironbeard Customs in a Hot Wheels 63 Studebaker at 60.0 grams. And truck number 72, it's Papa Pugsley from Manchild Motorsports in a Hot Wheels 63 Studebaker at 57.8 grams. And last but not least is truck number 23. This is Mikey Boy from Road Rage Racing in a Hot Wheels Circle Trucker at 58.5 grams. And now let's get into some racing. Semi-heat number 2, lap 1. We've got Disaster Jack and Bolo Brown starting on the front row. And they're off. And it looks like Disaster Jack has got the whole shot, but Bolo Brown is pulling hard. Bolo Brown's trying to get by. Disaster Jack cuts him off. You got James Ironbeard's in third, and Ross Sun Guy gets spun around. Looks like he gets pushed from Papa Pugsley, but Disaster Jack's going to lead them into the final turn, followed by Bolo Brown, then James Ironbeard. And here you see Disaster Jack coming around, takes that last corner and takes the win. Bolo Brown for second. Third is James Ironbeard. Fourth is Ross Sun God. Fifth is Papa Pugsley, and Mikey Boy spun out in the final turn. Right here you see Disaster Jack cuts down, but you saw James Ironbeard got on the inside of Ross Sun God and made the pass and made it stick. Right there you see Ross Sun God spun around. You got to see Bolo Brown spun in front of James Ironbeard. And we're going to see where right here, Manchild Motorsports gets spun around Papa Pugsley, and Mikey had no place to go and trying to avoid a crash, he goes off of the track. A 9.570 for Disaster Jack. Pretty good time, but not fast enough to get on the board. So Disaster Jack will lead with 7, followed by Bolo Brown with 5, James Ironbeard with 4, Ross Sun God with 3, Papa Pugsley with 2, and Mikey Boy with the goose egg. Semi-heat 2, lap 2. We have Ross Sun God and Disaster Jack on the front row. They're off. Ross Sun God's got a slight lead, but here comes Disaster Jack. He will get on the inside of him. We have a crash. Oh, they got all back on the track. And it looks like they're all still going. They are. Disaster Jack's going to lead them down into the final turn, followed by Ross Sun God. There's Mikey Boy Here comes Disaster Jack into the final turn. Oh, he's kind of cut off. Oh, Ross Sun God tries to make the pass, but just doesn't make it stick. James Ironbeard crashes out in the turn. Bolo Brown gets stuck underneath the track, and Mikey Boy hits him, and they have a triple DNF. Right there you see James Ironbeard, and then you see Bolo Brown and Mikey Boy. Mikey Boy was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, 2 laps in a row. Right here you see Bolo Brown gets pushed up on the wall by Papa Pugsley. He gets back on the track, and then James Ironbeard gets turned by Mikey Boy, and they almost lose all momentum. But they do get going again. And then right here you see Ross Sun God gets a little bit on Disaster Jack and tries to make the pass and can't make it stick. Here you see Bolo Brown gets up underneath the rally track, and then Mikey Boy's got no place to go. That was one heck of an impact there. 10.358 for Disaster Jack on that lap. And now let's see what the points look like. Disaster Jack leads with 18, Ross Sun God with 8, 6 for Papa Pugsley, 5 for Bolo Brown, 4 for James Ironbeard, and poor Mikey Boy still with a goose egg. Semi-heat 2, lap 3, next up. And now we have Papa Pugsley and Ross Sun God on the front row. And they're off. Papa Pugsley has a decent lead, and he will get the whole shot, followed by Ross Sun God. Disaster Jack is trying to push by. Now James Ironbeard gets by Disaster Jack. Now there's a pile up. Oh, they're still going. Disaster Jack gets by. Papa Pugsley gets pushed back on the track by Bolo Brown. Ross Sun God will take the win, followed by Mikey Boy. And then here comes James Ironbeard and Papa Pugsley. And Bolo Brown spins out going into the final turn. So we have a double DNF. James Ironbeard got pushed off the track in that big cluster of cars. Right here you see Mikey Boy sideways, then Papa Pugsley gets sideways. Mikey Boy gets going, and Papa Pugsley gets up on the wall. They push James Ironbeard off, and Bolo Brown comes down and gets them all going again. And Disaster Jack gets by, which allows Papa Pugsley to fall back on the track and get going. Ross Sun God almost crashed there, but he does still take the win, followed by Mikey Boy. And then here comes Disaster Jack with Papa Pugsley was pushing him going into the turn and lost a little bit of momentum. And you just saw Bolo Brown just lose it. A 10.359 for Ross Sun God. And now 18 for Disaster Jack, 15 for Ross Sun God, 9 for Papa Pugsley, 5 for Bolo Brown and Mikey Boy, and 4 for James Ironbeard. Semi-heat 2, lap 4. Up at the top of the hill, we have Mikey Boy and Papa Pugsley on the front row. They're off. Mikey Boy's got the inside, but it looks like, oh, Mikey Boy does squawk off Papa Pugsley and does maintain the whole shot. Looks like we lost a couple trucks back there. Ross Sun God and James Ironbeard are having a fight. Mikey Boy is leading, followed by Papa Pugsley. And Mikey Boy will take them into the final turn. Papa Pugsley trying to get by, just cannot. So it'll be Mikey Boy and Papa Pugsley. We have a quadruple DNF with James Ironbeard, Ross Sun God, Bolo Brown. And then Disaster Jack got pushed up on the wall and could not get down. And that happened early on. Right here you see Mikey Boy comes down on Papa Pugsley. And then right there you see Disaster Jack gets up on the wall and gets stuck. And now you see James Ironbeard gets a little sideways coming out of the turn. Ross Sun God has no place to go. And that stacks them up. And Mikey Boy will come in for the win, followed by Papa Pugsley. 11.324 for Mikey Boy. And let's see how this stirs up the points. Leading with 18 is Disaster Jack, followed by Ross Sun God, Papa Pugsley, Mikey Boy, Bolo Brown, and then James Ironbeard. Semi-heat 2, lap 5. James Ironbeard has some bad luck. I do want to thank everybody that set these beautiful trucks in. These trucks do look nice. We have Mikey Boy and James Ironbeard on the front row, and they're off. James Ironbeard is going to pull the whole shot for this one, and he does, followed by Bolo Brown. Then Disaster Jack squawks off Mikey Boy, and Papa Pugsley gets by Mikey Boy. Oh, we have a little crash there. Looked like James Ironbeard got sideways and got knocked back off by the rest of the group. And we have all 5 trucks coming in for the finish, and James Ironbeard takes the win, followed by Bolo Brown, Disaster Jack, Mikey Boy, Papa Pugsley, and Ross Sun God. You see right here, oh, he got a little bit sideways and Bolo Brown got into him, but he's able to keep going. And right here you see Mikey Boy gets on the inside and gets a pass on Papa Pugsley. But you see James Ironbeard gets the win. Here comes Bolo Brown, followed by Disaster Jack, Mikey Boy, Man-Child Motorsports, which is Papa Pugsley. 10.359 for James Ironbeard. So now with 22, Disaster Jack leads the group. Tied at 16 are Ross Sun God and Papa Pugsley. 15 with Mikey Boy, and 11 with James Ironbeard, and 10 for Bolo Brown. We have Bolo Brown and James Ironbeard on the front row. They're off. This is the last lap. James Ironbeard got the inside, gets by Bolo Brown, and gets the whole shot. We've got a cluster going behind them, but if they all are clear. Oh, somehow Disaster Jack got up on his roof. James Ironbeard will come in for the win, followed by Bolo Brown. And then Ross Sun God. Disaster Jack somehow got up on his side, and he held up Mikey Boy and Papa Pugsley. That will not be good for the points. Right there you see James Ironbeard gets on the inside of Bolo Brown and makes that pass stick. You see Ross Sun God get sideways and Mikey Boy pushing him in the back. But they all do make it around the corner and keep going. And right there you see Disaster Jack gets up on the wall and just flips him up sideways, and Mikey Boy and Papa Pugsley just had nowhere to go. A 9.957 for James Ironbeard in that lap. And now with 22, Disaster Jack. With 20, Ross Sun God. 18, James Ironbeard. 16, Papa Pugsley, and Mikey Boy and Bolo Brown tie at 15. So moving on will be Disaster Jack and Ross Sun God. Congratulations to you two for moving on to the finals. And I'd like to thank Mikey Boy, Papa Pugsley, James Ironbeard, and Bolo Brown for sending in trucks. As always, I look forward to seeing more of your builds in the future. If you like this race, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share it with your friends and family. And as always, thanks for watching.